points on, and I say it again. Today, we're going to talk about the corresponding points on feet, hands, and ears, and we're going to do some scalp massage. Then we're going to do some leg exercises. Then we're going to end with the foot massage routine. So,
Oh, good.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you know about reflexology, right? Can you Jan, can you make me a host?
Yes.
And it's you recorded, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay, good.
Where it's gonna go, who knows? But
And yeah, right. Maybe that's why it went somewhere. I don't know. Okay,
I told it to come to my machine. So anyway.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I had to look for which one that I was gonna. Oh, here.
The map seemed quite fast.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Share.
Yeah, we.
Install. Share. Oh. Susie is coming. Let me see. Let's wait for Susie to get settled. Hi, Susie. Oh. Oh, it is on. Okay. Got it. So, the body parts. So let's start with, you probably have seen this. I'm gonna move, and you can see my cursor. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So you've seen, I'm sure when you walk in around in a Chinatown, you see the reflexology, and that's where you probably see this chart the most. But reflexology is the set of a theory, I guess, or technique that the bottom of your feet has the corresponding points of everywhere of the of your body. So I just, for your reference, I put the internal organ chart here, and I really looked really hard, so it's not like too graphic. So I made it cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. That was like the most effort that I spent on this slides, or like, how can I make this cuter? Anyway, so if you look, so this is the left foot, no, this is the right foot, the left foot. So you're standing and you're seeing yourself from the bottom of the foot. So this is this the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So this is the big toes, right? And you could probably, I mean, you could see how they are kind of, if you superimpose the body. So this is the head part, your thumbs, and the middle part of the both, like inside of your foot, along the inside of the foot are the spine, and this is the top part of the body, that's the bottom part of the body. So just like so, and this one, interestingly, so the heart is more towards your left, right? So there's the bigger part of your heart is on the left. So they were saying it's the bigger part of the, like the balls of the foot on your left side has more part of the heart and just tiny little.
Interesting.
Right. So the thymus is like, it's just there. Diaphragm, as we were talking about the breathing part. Diaphragm is where, so if you feel your feet, this is the balls of your feet right underneath. So this is where the arch is, right? This is the arch area. Oh, maybe I could just write it on here. Okay, I'm gonna use my pointer here. Can you see my pointer? Yeah. Okay. So, where is it? So the balls of the foot. Here is the arch section, right? I mean, we all have different size of the arch, but that's like the archy part. So the top of the arch right there is the diaphragm. And this right, the closest to the top of the arch, if this is the top, if it is the bottom. So it's the upper part of the digestive stuff. So stomach, right there, kidneys. So kidneys are both side, right? And the liver, oh, so they do have the liver kind of goes all, on the both ways. I mean, liver is normally on the right side, but it goes extend to the almost like entire top part of the abdominal cavity.
Okay.
So that's the liver. The pancreas is more, so pancreas actually kind of goes around this way. So there are more tail part goes towards your left. So pancreas is right there. And the colon, so the large intestine is, okay, goes around like this, right? So stomach goes, so esophagus, food goes into the stomach and goes into the small intestine, goes all the way around. And the beginning of the colon is on your right side, right? And ascending and transverse, so goes up, goes across toward the left and down, and the sigmoid is like the right before you goes to the exit, right? So that's how these are.
Oh, yeah.
So ascending,
Oh, okay.
ascending, transverse, transverse, and descending, descending. Okay. So, and this is like, the lower part of like the pelvic cavity, right? So the pelvis, buttocks, head, neck, and I don't know why they have like the sinus gets a lot of space. So I haven't tried doing massages here for the sinus issues yet, but when I have really tight neck area, if I really dig into this area of your big toes, it works. It works on me. I don't really have a huge sinus issue, so I haven't tried it. And eyes and ears, I don't really have experience in that part. But you know how, okay, so it's the head and that's the shoulders, right? So head, shoulders, so same thing, that's the head and shoulders. Okay. So,
Hey, Akiyo,
yeah.
before you go on,
Mhm.
I'm looking at your diagram of the lady with the small intestines.
Mhm.
Are the small intestines absorbing from the large intestines all the way around?
No, it's so the stomach is connected to duodenum, which is like in between, that connects the conjunction between the stomach to the small intestine. So the food goes from the stomach to duodenum to small intestine. And that's where most of the absorption happens. Then small intestine, the end of small intestine is connected to the large intestine. Then everything gets all dried up and wasty, and that's when we're done with stuff.
Uh,
Does that answer your question?
It kind of looks like it's two separate systems, the small
They are all connected.
and the,
But small intestine's so long and it's like it's all kind of bunched together inside, so you can't quite see how it's connected. But maybe we could look at it.
someday it'd be interesting.
So
to see.
next week we can look at the digestive system because
Okay,
Oh,
thank
that'd
you.
be good.
important.
Akio,
Yes.
I'm trying to, the relationship between meridians, where do the meridians go? Do they correspond to some of these things on the feet?
Well, kinda and not really, because
Okay,
there's
so it's separate, basically.
yeah, it's a separate system.
All right.
So the only thing, well, the meridians are more on the top on the side of the foot, and there's the kidney one is the kidney meridian starts like right around here,
Yeah.
and like spleen stomach is on the other side of the the right next to the nail bed. So this is like the big toe is like spleen stomach right here, and the urinary bladder and gallbladder channel starts on the side of the foot and travels the side of the body. But yeah, not really. So reflexology is I'm not really familiar with, but that's
I guess I'm having a trouble. Like, in other words, you're going to work on the neck. So is there, what am I trying to say? What's the instigation of it? So it's not a nerve that connects to the neck or a meridian from the toe to the neck.
I think there's the separate system, but there is a connection that I think it's the whole meridian is also the same thing. It's like the trial and error of long, like, couple hundred years of let's press this, what happens? So I think it's in a different system, but I think there's a connection. I don't know what, but
Right.
the ears, we're going to talk about the ears, but it's the same thing, but there's a connection and so
All right.
how you gonna work on it, it's just do you want to work this system, because it's like the whole internal organ is in the bottom of the feet, so when you stimulate bottom of the feet, you could just
All right.
be healthy.
I'll keep
And-
it separate.
And the stimulation is like a kneading with the person's hands on your feet in these areas.
Right.
So if you say, oh man, I have a terrible neck ache, they're going to go to the bottom of the big toe. Or
they just
working
kind
there.
of grab your big toe and just kind of twirl it and like massage around it. That's what they do. And they do like a little, like take the fist and goes up and down on your the bottom of the feet.
Yeah.
Do all the thumb stuff. That's what they do.
All right.
Question.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
I have a skeletal pain question.
Mhm.
The shoulders.
Mhm.
What about the lumbar, low back?
So the spine, according to this chart, this is the spine right here.
Okay.
So this is the cervical spine up here,
Oh, okay.
and this is the thoracic area, and this is the lumbar spine.
Got it. Thank you.
So you go along the So
Yeah.
play with it and
Yeah.
see if that works.
Good. Thank you.
Akiyo,
Yeah.
as we look at this chart, which is really beautiful, I'm looking at, as I'm sitting here, I've got my left foot and my right foot on the floor. When I look at the picture, it's the right foot and the left foot. I wonder if you can turn them over So when
I
we look
can't
at
I can't right now, but well, cuz if you're looking at it from the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it possible for you to turn it over so we're looking at left foot, right foot?
I
Not right
technically
now.
I can't right now.
I don't mean right now.
But yeah. But it's going to be I don't know. I mean, and then it's going to be it will be funny looking, and I don't know, it's kind of hard to see because you're standing and we're looking at your bottom of the feet from the bottom.
We're looking
Yeah,
up
just
at
like
your
standing
feet.
on them. Yeah,
So,
I
but
understand that.
if you go the other way, then you're like, yeah, I don't know if that's,
Got a question.
yeah, go ahead.
From my understanding of this is that the person is on the table and the right foot and the left foot are exposed. The bottom of the feet are exposed.
Mhm.
Right.
So that way you can get to the feet of another person. You can certainly do this for ourselves.
Mhm.
This is how I'm picturing it for the person in the massage table.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the way you do it.
So yeah, that's when that's what you get when you go to the reflexology place. So
Yeah.
you're like sitting on that like a reclining chair with your feet up with your socks off. So this is like looking at you with your line of the massage table. Yeah, like you said, thank you. And your feet are like your toes are up. And I'm
Yeah.
looking at your feet. Like
Since it's Halloween, I'm
well,
thinking.
we'll talk about this later because once we are gonna work on this on ourselves, we'll figure this out. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to give you is that the general idea makes sense? Like
Yes.
you're superimposing the human body into the bottom of the feet, like next to each other, both feet next to each other.
Right.
Makes the whole person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
Akiyo.
Yes.
Oh,
You're bringing this up. My question was actually relating to also the years.
Okay.
Because you explained before that different parts of the
Mhm.
years is correlated to different part of the body.
Mhm.
So I see a lot of people like when they do acupuncture, they do it at the ears.
Yep.
But is it that we don't do acupuncture on the bottom of the feet? I know they do it at the ankle,
No.
around the ankle, but not the bottom of the feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only place, so let's go back to the first one. Only meridian usually we use is the kidney meridian starts right here. So
Oh.
those are the only place we needle.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are the spot, but mostly when the acupuncturist needle, it's going to be around the ankles,
Uh-huh.
but or the the top of the foot.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Just curious about the two systems, how they correlate to each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah. So
Thanks.
we don't really use the reflexology.
Great. Now it's to
as
the ears now.
acupuncturist.
Okay.
But we use this. So the ear. So on this one, so these are like a lot of points, but I just want to kind of show you where everything is. So if you think about upside down person, like fetus, so this is the head area. So this
Oh.
is like the earlobe. So this is the head, and so this is the outside of the ear, right? And then if you go in from the outer part of the ear, you feel like a hard, more cartilagey area, right? So that's this area right here. Let me see. So these areas, like the hard part inside. You feel
Right.
that?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay.
And you
Yeah.
could like, so in this area, you feel a little kind of dimple between the cartilagey area,
Mhm.
right? And
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
this area, is where kind of, so that's the hole, right? Ear canal. And right outside of the ear canal, there's like the flat part kind of, you feel that one? So that's right outside of the ear canal.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the upside down person. So the head is here, and right toward the inside of this cartilagey area is the spine. So, and I am going to erase this so you could see better. Okay, so there's a spine.
Oh,
So since we're upside down, that's the cervical spine, that's thoracic spine, and that's the lumbar spine, and that's your sacrum. Okay.
okay.
So, and this is the neck area, right? So there's the neck point right there. Clavicle, which is this big collarbone, clavicle. So when you go down, this is the shoulder. So it's about like the mid, right? So this is the shoulder. And where's the lumbar? So the back, lower back is about there. Okay. And everything inside here in this section is the internal organ. So, and this is the break of upper and lower, right? So, right in the middle, that's the heart. Lungs are around here. And you see there's the stomach, duodenum, liver is around here. And here is the colon and urethra,
Wow.
bladder right there. So, and this is the pelvic cavity also. So if you could, can you see it bigger? Right?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So hip joint, pelvic cavity, the hip joint. So, and this part of the cartilagey area is the foot. So heel, toes, ankle right here, and right outside, right? This part becomes, these are fingers, wrist, and these are like shoulders, upper arm, elbows, and fingers, right? So if you have, let's just talk about, like if you have shoulder joint issues or neck and shoulder, that's like really kind of easy access, right? Let me, hey, what happened? Sorry. Okay, I want this. Okay, so, there. Okay, so, and that's too much stuff to remember, but just know the head, shoulder area, lower body parts, but I think these are the most accessible area when you have like neck pain, shoulder pain, headaches. You could just kind of pinch that area and see. So that's,
All right.
you can incorporate that into your scalp massage and self massage. So, and the hands also have the corresponding, and this is only hand chart that I found, but I know the, let me share. I hear Well, it's the one I have is similar to the kind of reflexology chart onto the hands, but another method is you look at this as a head, right? So it's like the middle finger as the head. So the index finger and the ring finger is the arms, and the thumb and the pinky is the legs.
Ah,
All the internal organs, those are like butts, right? Those are butts, and that's like the lower pelvic area. So
Huh.
that's what I have seen, and I was trying to find out, but I didn't find it. But that's another method. So you have the whole body in your hand too. Yeah. So
could you show that again? Because I'd like to screen save that.
so if you look at it, if you see it as, so that's the head
Yeah, arms on either side.
and arms, right? And the legs, and that's the butt, right? Hand, butts, and that's all internal organs. So in the middle is the heart, and actually heart meridian runs around here too. Yeah. Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the hand, that's legs. Okay. So that's another thing that you can play with it and see. Like if you have a hip pain, you can get these. And according to that, then spine will be like behind the middle finger. So, okay. Bianca, you still have questions, or is the leftover hand? No. Okay. All right, so let's take a break, and I wanna, what time is it? 3:04. Let's take a quick break, and we're gonna talk about we're gonna start with the head. I wanna do a little self-massage head, and maybe we can play with your ear points. Then we'll do some exercise, and we're gonna end with the foot self-massage. So you are going to need another chair like what we did with the stretching. So do a little setup. That's it. Okay. Come back at 3:04 now. Come back at 3:10.
Akiyo, would you show the hand again?
Yes.
The hand diagram.
I am going to, the one that the diagram is not the one that I was talking about, but I will show you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I didn't find it. So what I could do is I can draw.
Ah,
Hold on. Let me, okay, I am going to add the slide, edit. So everybody take a break. Let me just do this and share. Oh, I have a whiteboard. No, I'll do this way. Okay. So let's just draw this. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. So hand. So if you do right hand or left hand, I'm gonna do your left. Let's do a left hand palm. So that's thumb. Boop, boop. That's horrible.
across though. It's okay.
Okay. So, right, that's thumb. That's pinky. And that's, here. That's your palm. So the middle finger, right? That's the face. And that's your hand.
Great.
And that's your foot, right? That makes sense?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. And that's butt. So that's the butt here. And there's your heart.
Helpful, thank you.
Okay. I'll take any questions. Don't mind me while I do the setup.
So Akio,
Yeah.
my little question is back when we get to digestion, I guess, because
Mhm.
I know so many people who have died of pancreatic cancer.
Ah.
And I'm just very curious. I'm
Mhm.
curious how can the pancreas be so important that it gets cancer and kills people? You know, you don't have to answer it right now,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
I find it so curious. It's just this stupid little organ.
It's not really little. It does a lot. They make digestive enzymes, and it's the big organ for digestion. So Chinese medicine spleen, we call it spleen, but it's actually a pancreas.
Ah, okay.
So I think it's kind of mixed up while they're trying to do the translation. But when when the Chinese medicine had their own organ names. So, and then when we find out, actually, when we cut up people and go, oh, here, it looks like a heart, it looked like a liver. So when they did the whole, what does it corresponding to the Chinese medicine organs, and translating from Chinese to English, there's the mix up with the spleen. It's not actually Chinese medicine spleen. It's more like, they found out later, more like a pancreas. So the pancreas slash spleen and the stomach is the pair organ. So they are huge on digestion. They're big on making digesting food and making qi, which is our energy source, and the corresponding emotion is pensiveness.
So maybe G isn't being
So and so I don't know. I don't want to diagnose anybody, but that's the relationship. And also, a lot of the modern life is horrible for digestion, because we eat not because we eat not to just sustain our life. We eat when we get frustrated, eat when we're not hungry. We just eat because we need to fill ourselves. We eat when we are socializing because we gotta socialize while we're eating, not because we're hungry or not because we need to get a nutrition. So I think we are overusing our we're abusing digestive system too.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. So
That's why there's been this movement of having not eating breakfast or having brunch until like about 10 o'clock or so,
right.
after 7
Mm-hmm.
in the evening. So the sustained time period helps us process what we do have, and also tells us not to take so much food in. Yeah.
Right. And not eating after 8, or they have a 12-hour fasting. So,
12 hours.
stop eating at 8, don't eat anything till the next morning at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know?
I do that, intermittent fasting.
Yeah, so I think that's a good start because it just your stomach has to rest too.
Yes.
So you know. I know I don't have to eat ice cream at night, but I
Oh,
You do.
it doesn't kill me if I don't eat it. But it feels like it's gonna kill me if I don't eat it. But right. All right, so let's work on our ears and the head. So I think we had small class when we talked about, was it last week? We talked about all that 3 little muscles around the ear.
yeah.
Probably used to use the ears like cats and dogs. Okay. So let's maybe review those 3 muscles, then we go from there. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Back. So, anybody have a question? Here. Where are you? Okay, good. All right, so our famous guy here. Okay, we're gonna put these. So this is the ear hole, right? So I'm gonna dress him up. He's all dressed up.
Oh,
You're no longer naked. Okay. So see these 4 lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They are all around, attached behind your ear, between your ear and the hairline. And those are really important muscles to massage and loosen up. To like when you're doing the facial acupuncture, those are the really important muscle to kind of loosen them up, or like needle them first before you do anything on your face. So and thought maybe we could just do a massage, right? And let's talk about the names because it's fun. Okay, this is auricularis anterior.
Oh,
So auricular is the ear. So auricularis anterior, like in the front, okay? And this guy, no, this one, sorry. Let's go to this one. This guy is auricularis superior because it's like higher, bigger. So it's a superior, okay? Then these little guys right here, they are auricularis posteriors. Posterior is behind, anterior is the front, right? And this guy is a mouthful. Temporoparietalis. And another great thing about this app, they will say it for you.
Temporoparietalis.
I,
Temporoparietalis. Okay.
oh,
So-
right.
Yes. So basically, so this is the temporalis. It's the big muscle on the side of the head, which also we're going to get to it today because that's a big muscle and how it's connected to, see, it's connected to your face, gets under this thing. So let's fade others. I mean, look at it goes in right there. Crazy. Okay, and let's look at this guy where it's connected. When you go to info, coracoid process of mandible. So that's the mandible right here. Hold on. Hide, isolate, hide, fade others. Sorry, there. No, there. That's the mandible. Where does it say it's connected? Sorry. the mandible and so it's mandible is right here. It's connected to this guy. So this is connected to, like, if you have a jaw pain, you have clench your jaw, you have side headache. I mean, this is like the big muscle that's connected to your face and jaws. So by not poking, but just releasing and relaxing relaxes you. So that's
Akil, I just want to be sure.
Hmm.
So those four muscles are right below the skin? Or
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay.
So let's locate them together. Okay. So I'm back, and here's my ear. So if you go behind your ear, so here, behind, that's the side,
Gotcha.
it's right like when you put your hair back, when you have a hair, that's where the muscles are. So, and if you go the cheekbone, follow the cheekbone to your ear, and then you go up a little. Do you feel a little bit of a muscle,
Mhm.
or more like a tendony part? So that's the one, the anterior, auricular anterior, right? And I don't know if you can isolate everything, but if you stay, can you see this? If you stay around this, the skin area before you get to the hairline, but if you go like around the mid area, you run into a little bone.
Mhm.
And right on top of that, you feel some tendony part too.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's your auricularis posterior. So between there, right there, it's probably around like right here to there are those four muscles. So
Okay.
if you kind of poke around, don't poke around, sorry, gently press your pads of your fingers, you feel some muscles,
Yeah,
tendony part. Yeah. So you could use the spread your fingers, put the pads of your fingers sink in, and just kind of gently do a little circles. You do circles or press in and push, like move side to side. Okay. You feel like you're moving or getting into a little muscle area,
Mm.
or at least moving your skin over the muscle. Okay. So now, so go up into your hair, and that's your temporalis, temporalis. So right above your ear, right? Again, don't poke, flatten your hands, push in and do a gentle circles. So it's like this. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. And go up a little and push in, so you're not scratching your head. Your finger's not moving. You're making the skin move.
Okay.
How's that feel?
I'm purring.
Yeah,
Put me to sleep.
right. And go up a little. So it's kind of like the corner of the head. I mean, we don't have the corner, but imagine like corner of the head. Okay. So don't make it too like hard. So sink in. Just say hello to the muscle. All right. Okay. All right. How's that feel?
Oh, wonderful.
Oh,
Good.
good. Oh.
Mm.
God, my eyes are open.
Uh,
Yeah,
Are we like making ourselves fall asleep?
yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So in the ear, remember the ear part? So the earlobe area is the facial part. So if you go up a little, where like soft part becomes a little bit, it's like the border between like really soft part into like cartilagey. That's your like that's where your head becomes neck.
Oh,
So you could just pinch and do a little massage. And again, when you do that, it's this area, so don't like tense up when you do that, right? So relax. And if you need to like work on it one ear at a time, go across. So make sure you find a good way to just don't like be tense about it, right? Like that defeats the purpose. So if you need to do one finger at a time, just relax. Okay. So those might be a good night routine too. Good. Okay. Pinch and do this. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna wake up first. So, and I want to end with actual foot massage because I think this is like mostly Chinese medicine, but when you are stressed or if you have headache, that's when heat are coming up. And also if you can't go to sleep, that's heat are coming up and making, your mind active and, agitated or, so anxiety or stress or irritation or any kind of that's all kind of heat rising up. So if you do stuff on your feet that brings stuff down to ground you, um that's why sometimes when you have the really like a heat in the head or if you're stressed, sometimes when you do the foot bath, so you're leading the heat with the heat, sometimes kind of grounds you and cools your head. So that's why I want to end with,
Sleep.
yeah, I want to end with the foot because so and also when I'm doing a lot of I have one person who has uh a lot of head, jaws, neck issues. I do a lot of cupping, but I make sure I end with the foot massage to kind of drain or pull everything down so it doesn't give you more stuff here. So that's what I do. So let's do a stepping exercise because we have 50 more minutes. So let's stand up, do some leg stuff, exercise first, then we'll end with a easy foot massage. Okay? So let me put myself. Hey. So remember the stepping exercise we did last week? If you were here, am I? Yeah, that's enough. Okay. So, I am not gonna use the chair because I don't want to block the view, but make sure you have something you can hold on. So, we did. So, this is, I'm gonna make this really simple. I'm gonna move the. So, we did the stepping forward and back, right? So, what we're going to do is side to side today. So, keep your feet wide and just think of you know how so walking outside, you're stepping onto the hard surface. So you have a little bit of an impact. Your feet and your ankle has to work like a spring. You're absorbing the shock. So you want to just be springy. So let's just go side. You're stepping. So first you're just gonna just one leg up and back, step and back to stand. So let's just do that first. Push to that, and you are using this to come back to standing, right? Be careful. Don't overshoot it, then you're gonna fall this way, right? So make sure, think about how much to push back from this and up. Catch. So when you do this, you land, but you bend keep your knees soft, keep your ankle flexible. So you're absorbing the shock and you're pushing off. Down, push off, down, push off. Does that make sense? Does that movement make sense to you?
Mhm.
Not to bring your knee over your toe, though.
Yes, that's right. So it's always remember. Very good point, Diana. Thank you. Thank you. So the same thing with when we do the squat, right?
Yeah.
So don't make your toes go beyond your toe level. I mean, knee beyond the toe level. So here, right? I'm like pretty close, but not.
Yeah.
Down, up, down, up. And you should feel it on your glute catching and decelerating, right? Okay, let's go the other way. So switching standing leg. So side first, just push, land and push. And gradually you can go down a little further and back. Down and push. Down, push, down, push, down, push, down, push. How's that?
Good.
Yeah? Is it helpful to kind of make you kind of be aware of soft landing, ankle? Yeah? So you can have a different variation. So you could do this, push forward and back, forward and back. So you could do this, and you can switch forward, back, forward, back. So if you could do like 8 on everything, so you could do forward and back, both leg, and you could go back and push forward, back and push forward for 8 for both legs. And you could go side and push back 8 times, both legs. That will be a good, I mean, it warms you up. And my ankles are feeling already pretty warm. So that might be a good warm up before you go out for a walk.
Yeah,
What do you think?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forward, side, back. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's also when how much like you're training your body, how much to push to get into into a balanced spot, right? Because if you push too much, you're going to lose balance. So there's a fine line, right? Okay.
Okay.
Are we good?
Yeah.
So let's talk about self-massaging your feet. So we're not going to use any lotion or anything today, but it's like Foot massage 101. So first, I'm gonna bring this down a little. And okay, you see, so you want to find a good position. So I know this might be a lot of stretch for a lot of people or some people. You want to find a good surface. You could, I mean, if you're okay lying on some, I mean, sitting on the floor or on bed, if you are okay being on the same level with your foot, that's great. If it's hard, then have a little bit lower ottoman, a little bit lower than your a chair, or you just need to find a soft surface to put your foot, right? And if you can't reach your foot, you just need to find something soft to push, or you can like start, I mean, you could always roll over a tennis ball, but are we all be able to touch your foot?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's just do one leg at a time because it's, I mean, yeah, let's do it this way. So could we all get into this? Like, have your foot, so the bottom of your feet, maybe I'll take this off. Bottom of your feet on the side ways like this. Okay. So this is internal organ. This is your spine, right? According to that,
Right.
a chart. So you could just, I mean, depend on where you want to work on, but you could just knead your arch because your arch gets tired. And if you could follow the arch till you feel a little, there's the big bone right there, right below. So that's like, below your chest, that's like diaphragm area, according to that chart. Okay. So, and towards your heel, that's your lower back. That's your like spinal area. Okay. So if you do the side ways, and if you're sitting, if you could go here, then you could just, that would be really easy to get to both if this is comfortable, right? But you could also, if you can reach it, you could push gently with your fist. Push on it. So, and when you work like for self-massage, make sure you don't just use your hands, but you want to angle your body so you are here, you're leaning onto it. And that's a little bit easier on your on your body. Do you feel that is it easy?
Yeah,
Is that good?
Mhm.
that feels good.
Okay, good. Okay, so now let's bring this up. To go back a little. So, and See, you feel there's, so in between your toes, there are spots that you can push in without, it's in between your bones. It's the muscle, it's the muscular area. It's not that much, but just gently push in, push in. So go in between your toes. Follow where the you know, like between toes end, and just follow that space. Don't push on the bone, just follow the space. Right? So there's 4 spaces. So between pinky toe and the 4th, between 3rd and 4th, between 2nd and 3rd, and between the big toe and the 2nd. How's that feel?
Good.
Okay, now you are going to do this motion. So you're going to hold on to this. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to hold on to this bone and the rest. So where we were just kind of kneading, just give a little shift. So between 1st and 2nd, between 2nd and 3rd, between 3rd and 4th, between 4th and pinky toes. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's switch. Okay, now we do either the thumb or the lean into the arch. Just a little pushing, but don't crush your foot. Okay. And then we go on top. And then you're gonna press in between the toe area on the foot. Okay, so go in between the bones. Gently just push. Push in between here. So between 2 toes. Between this one. So just do all 4 spaces. Okay. And then we'll do this one. Hold on to 1st and 2nd, 2nd and 3rd, 3rd and 4th.
That's a good move. I like it a lot.
Good, good. Okay. So, and you could, okay, so you could do is you could close and open. Close and open your toes. Now point and flex. And do the circles. All right, circles. And if you can, wiggle your toes.
Yeah, right.
But
Practice.
That'll take some practice.
do it, then
You have
you
to loosen them up. Yeah.
keep doing it. It's gonna work. So you're gonna do close, open, close, just your toes. Toes close and open, just like, making a fist with your foot. So just your toes. And now whole foot, point and flex, point and flex. And we know this, ankle circles, the other way. And a wiggle, wiggle. Okay. Any questions?
Ay, ay,
So, also, I know, Jan, you do it, and I do that too. But when you have, what happened to my towel? I just had a towel. Oh, here. Okay. So I have an extra, like, smaller towel, like a face towel or smaller towel, in my bathroom. So when I'm out of shower, I do, like, wipe. Then you're between your toes don't get wiped that well. So after I dry everything and I take the little one out and I go in between my toes. I go to the thumb, I mean, not the thumb, the big toes. I go to the middle toes. So basically, I go in with the towel and go wiggle. And I go to
Love
the
that. Yeah.
and I go to the fourth. I go to the pinky. And I just, give a little, even just that,
Oh, good.
make you feel good,
Yeah.
right?
Thank you.
Yeah. So before you put your socks on,
Yep.
get into between your toes.
Do that to dry it, but I don't do all the wiggle.
Yeah, just and the towel gives a good traction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so try that. Okay.
Good.
Okay, any questions?
Yes. Question.
Go ahead.
So, when we start doing along the arch of the feet, does it matter if we follow a direction of from the toe to the heel, or it doesn't matter?
It
but-
doesn't matter because you're not like scraping, you're just kind of
Uh-huh.
pushing around. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay. And it can be random as well, but just that along that area. And same as the toes, doesn't matter if we follow one toe after the other, or you
No,
just
it
do
doesn't
every
matter. You
toe.
can start
Okay.
from the pinky toe, you can start from the big
Okay.
toe. Yeah.
Okay.
As
Okay.
long as you get them all.
Okay. Thanks.
Akiyo, question, I know it could mean many things, but indications of swollen feet, what the meaning would be besides just circulation?
So make sure that you don't have any heart or kidney issues.
Right. Okay.
But it is the circulation, and so if you use your calf muscles, if it's this swollen just because of a lack of movement or because it's the gravity, because it's the lowest part. So
Oh, that's right,
if that is
reaching.
like the simple swelling, then yeah, just do ankle circles,
Okay,
toe raises to get the calf.
pumping it, right,
Yeah, yep.
all right.
And
Elevate the feet too.
Yeah.
Akiyo. Yeah.
And the closest lymph nodes is right there behind your knee.
Yeah.
Exactly, okay,
So you could do the gentle, but yeah. So, but if you keeping your foot at the same level as your heart, which is lying down,
Yeah.
and do little ankle
Yeah.
circles, wiggle your toes.
of course, this is all notwithstanding a heart problem, a heart problem of something of that nature.
Yeah,
Okay.
so if you have a heart or kidney issues, you don't want to increase the circulation level too much, because that is, that's too much work for that.
For them both, yeah.
So how do we know if the swollen foot is caused by kidney or heart problem.
I think I mean, either you would feel not good,
Yeah,
but also I think the severity of this swellingness is, I think you could tell. But I mean, if you're not sure, I think you should make sure you talk to your doctor about it.
I see.
Yeah, there's no, like, I can't.
Officially, we can tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, Akiyo.
Thank you so much.
Keep
Akiyo.
wiggling your toes.
To practice that.
Wave your feet. Bye.
Not easy.
Bye.
Have a good weekend, you guys.
Yeah. Have a
Yes,
nice
okay.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Thank you again,
Bye.
Akiyo. That's wonderful
Oh.
class.
Let me, Jan, I'm gonna make you sorry, I pressed the wrong button. I am making you host first. And sorry, I muted you. Okay. Bye.
Oh, that's right. What was it?